Am I the a-hole for divorcing my wife over getting a massage? My soon-to-be ex-wife and I are both in our late 30s. We've been together 12 years, married for 10. We are in a dead bedroom. It was totally dead for 6 months before I filed for divorce. It was on life support / ICU for 5 to 6 years before that. We both wanted to be younger parents and both wanted 2 kids. We conceived our daughter almost immediately after getting married. When she was 6 months old, we started trying to have the second child. It never happened. After 3 years, we started seeing fertility specialists and found out we both have pretty serious reproductive issues. The doctor told us our daughter was nothing short of a miracle and said it was against all odds that we not only conceived but carried to term. It was after this that the life began to seriously decline. Initially, I thought it was just the pain of finding out and knowing we wouldn't be able to afford the fertility options and figured it would just get better over time. It never did. It only got worse. 5 years ago, I would say we had 15 to 20 times that year. In 2023, we had 3 times. I've tried everything to improve this, spicing things up, talking, suggesting counseling. I more than pull my weight around the house. We both work and work basically the same hours. I'm telling this because the usual stuff I read on Reddit about how the wife does it all is not even close to true. Over time, I have grown more and more resentful. The thing that makes me the most resentful is she knows I have a high libido and just doesn't care. I, on the other hand, know she loves to be rubbed on / massaged and never took that from her. I probably rub on her 325 times a year. Almost every night, I will rub her calves, shins, ankles, and feet. 4 to 5 nights a month, I will go big and do neck, shoulders, back, butt, hamstring, quads, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. I noticed that doing the big massages was the best way to get sex, as she was more likely to allow me to do the foreplay things I know work on her if I had already done this prep. I did them more often a few years ago, but now not as much. The success rate was never that great, maybe 20% of the time, but in the last 2 years, we are definitely in the single digits. When we hit the 4 months of absolutely no sex, I decided I wasn't rubbing on her ever again. It only took 3 days for her to notice and she asked me to. I told her no and I got angry. I said, why should I when you don't give a about what I want? Obviously not my finest moment, and huge argument followed. Things got ice cold at home, but I wasn't giving in. I was tired of it all. A few weeks ago, she told me fine, I would just start seeing a professional masseuse. I said, then I will start seeing workers. She said that I was cheating. I said, fine, I won't, but you will not get a massage from anyone else. That is also cheating. She said I was being ridiculous, and I said, no, it's being touched in an intimate way by another. If I can't have that, neither can you, and I swear to God, if you do, I will file for divorce that day. The following weekend, she went to go get her nails done. I know how long it takes for her to get her nails done. She came back almost an hour and a half later than expected. She didn't say anything, just acted normal. I got on her credit card app on my phone, and sure enough, there was a $95 charge to the goddamn massage person in the same strip mall as the nail place. I lost it, and when I did, so did she. I think we both let out years of frustration on each other. True to my word, though, I called a divorce lawyer on Monday. The only part that upset me was my lawyer said, based on those circumstances, I couldn't list infidelity as the reason for divorce and had to go with irreconcilable differences. Anyway, she has been telling people we are divorcing because she got a massage. Since then, I've had a number of family members / friends call me and say I'm an a-hole. Some of them, even when I tell them my real reasons, still think I'm an a-hole and that my reasons aren't good enough. Personally, I think getting a massage when told not to is plenty of reasoning. Personal note, I reread this and I know it comes off angry, but I am angry at myself for wasting so many years. But I am also angry because this was just the ultimate you. She just went and did it anyways and didn't even try to hide it. Literally went to the same place next to the nail salon and used her credit card, which I paid, like I wasn't going to see the charge. I think OP's the a-hole because equating to getting a massage just isn't doing it for me. That's not the same thing. Giving and receiving a massage has different consensual implications than having does. Not saying that OP shouldn't be frustrated at the fact that his marriage doesn't have and probably has a lot of other issues, but the way to handle that isn't trying to force them to give you by not giving them massage. The verdict I want to land on, though, is everyone sucks here, because even though like your wife is fully in her rights to go get a massage if she wants to, she isn't completely innocent in this story either. My conclusion is that this marriage should have ended years ago. I do want to look at the comments on this one. The last straw is almost always something small and stupid, but it's just the latest in the long line of hurts. You didn't divorce because she got a massage. The massage was just the final blow to this already dead marriage. Just divorce and die. Okay, but where are the verdicts? Your needs weren't being met. That's the reason and you're divorcing and it's perfectly fine, you're within your rights to do so, and it's not an a-hole mood. But if you put it like, I think getting massages when told not to is plenty of reasoning, that makes you sound like a controlling a-hole. So make sure you state things as they are. You are divorcing because you were unhappy and the marriage was one-sided, not because she got a massage. You got the wrong trigger there. Why is nobody talking about this whole section right here is so incredibly immature and wrong? Not saying that his feelings of like, hey, I'm not getting any out of this marriage and I would like to aren't merited, but what I'm saying is him manifesting it in this way feels wrong to me. I was telling my husband this story and he said the massage could be considered cheating because she's having her physical needs met outside of the marriage. Physical needs of getting a massage are different from physical needs of sexual pleasure. I don't necessarily disagree with your husband, Sammy, but I think it's just different. The consent in the situation of is more important than the consent of a massage. A massage is something where like maybe you don't want to do it, but if somebody forces you to do it, no lines are really crossed. Versus if you don't want to do that, for somebody to force you to do that is a huge implication. I think that's the problem that I have with this.